Do your mornings ever go like this? You hit snooze 3 times, you finally roll out of bed at the last possible minute, throw on clothes, skip breakfast, rush to get your child ready, and then they're stressed because you're stressed, and then you both hit the morning traffic. And then by the time you get to work, you're already running on fumes. If that sounds familiar, friend, today's episode is for you because I've been there too, and we all have to start somewhere. And I'm going to share the first step you can take today so your chaotic mornings can become peaceful and low stress and will leave you feeling ready to take on the day with God's help. Let's get into it. If you're tired of the overwhelm, the endless to-do list, and done with feeling like you're barely holding it all together, you're in the right place. Hi, I'm Victoria, a time management coach just for single moms. Get ready to trade the chaos for clarity and the control for peace. Here on this podcast, I'll talk about simple steps to manage your time, strengthen your faith, and show up with confidence as the mom God created you to be and the mom you know you want to be. So grab your emotional support water bottle and let's go. Hey friend, quick heads up before we dive in. I'm hosting a free 5-day workshop called From Chaos to Calm on November 3rd through November 7th. Learn how to create routines that serve you and your family. This was created just for Christian moms like you who are tired of the chaos and ready to find peace and enjoy motherhood again. You will get a free workbook to help you follow along, and the videos will be on demand, recorded, so you can watch them at your own pace during the week. The workshop will only be available for those 5 days, November 3rd through November 7th. So go click the link in the show notes and you'll finally start to take the steps to surrender the control over your home. You'll surrender the perfectionism and start your day feeling energized instead of running on fumes. So go make sure you're in the Facebook group. That's where all the details will be. And again, the link is in the show notes. All right, let's get into today's episode. I used to beat myself up whenever I missed my morning prayer time or my workout, and I'd promise myself, tomorrow I'll get it together. And then tomorrow came, and then another day went by, and then the next day went by, and then the week was gone, and I'd start the same cycle over again, just feeling guilty, rushed, frustrated, and just let this story in my head play over and over again that I just simply am lazy and unmotivated. And then one day I got honest about what was really happening. And what I did was I got clear about what I was doing in the evenings that was stealing from my mornings. And this is what I want you to do. Grab a pen and paper, take your notes app out, or even just think about it. And because I'm going to walk you through exactly what I did to start taking steps to create a calm, faith-filled morning routine that I actually look forward to and would give energy into my day. So let's get started. The first thing I want to tell you is that you need to get clear on what's stealing your peace, because you can't fix what you don't see. Have we ever heard that term, out of sight, out of mind? That has been so true in my life with so many different things. But the first thing that I did was get really clear about what I didn't want to be doing, both in my morning and evening routine. So I thought about what were the distractions stealing my time, and this may be the same for you, but for me, it was scrolling on my phone and staying up way too late. And for you, maybe it's watching one more episode or cleaning until midnight. Who knows? I don't think I would ever clean until midnight. But if you're that type of person, that's totally fine. But when you write down your time suckers, it's going to open up your eyes. So that's what I want you to do. I want you to write on one side of your sheet of paper or one section of your notes your time suckers. And as you do this, you're going to realize I do have time, because it's just going to things that aren't serving me or my peace or just distracting me. And let me put it this way. If you've ever worked in retail or food service, you know that there are openers and there are closers. And openers prepare for the day ahead, and closers set things up for the mornings to run smoothly, right? So think about what kind of closer and opener do you want to be for yourself, for your home, for your family. Just think about, the type of mom you are in the morning, whenever, you've prepared everything the night before, you maybe even set your clothes out. I personally do not do that. Getting ready for me is kind of just a grab and go type of thing now. But, what kind of, how do you want to feel in that routine, and how do you want your children to feel? Those are two very important questions that you can ask yourself. And so going back to how we're going to do this, I want you to, again, on the left side or in one section of your notes app, however you want to format it, write your time suckers. That's what I'm going to call it. And so these are the things that drain you or waste your time. And then on the right side or a different section, write your life givers. These things are going to be things that fill you up, like prayer time, quiet time, journaling, or even putting on your makeup. So this simple exercise, what it's doing, it's decluttering your mind, which I am going to get to in a future episode, and you will also learn about in the free 5-day workshop from Chaos to Calm. Just a little plug right there. But it's going to help you see your day a little bit more clear, because even this one small step will bring you, it's going to bring you closer to just changing your habits, changing how you view the morning. I know that I remember hearing one mom share with me from my daughter's school. She was talking about the beginning of, school, and she's like, I am so terrified of the morning of the first day of school. And I didn't judge her. I didn't look down on her. I felt compassion for her, and I didn't feel close enough to, share with her what I'm sharing with you now. And granted, she wasn't a single mom, but, I don't know what her home life was like. And I just felt that I just remember thinking, like, I remember what that was like for me when I was in that season. And maybe you are finding yourself in that season where you're kind of waking up at the last possible minute. Then your child likes to sleep in, so you're waking them up at the last possible minute, and you're both cranky. You haven't had your coffee. Kind of like what I said at the beginning of this episode. But it is possible to make changes, and those small changes that you make over time will make a difference. And that's something that I know this is a little bit of a tangent, but that's something I really want to emphasize, is that as I create these episodes for you, and I would love to hear feedback. So please make sure to leave me a review and let me know what you want to hear. The small changes that you make over time, that you are purposefully thinking about, they're going to add up. And then next thing you know, 3 months go by, 6 months go by, a year goes by, and you wake up one morning and realize, I'm not the same mom that I used to be. And it wasn't because I tried to do this all on my own strength, or I tried to just hack my way into doing this. But no, I purposefully, thoughtfully took the time to make these changes and make these decisions. And guess what? You don't have to do it alone. Inviting God into that space of saying, God, please help me to create this home that is peaceful, that is calm, that is not just always crazy and chaotic. And of course, there's going to be moments where you have that, because kids are kids, and being a mom is still a hard job to do. But it's possible to change your attitude and change your heart, and it's not by your own doing. If you have Christ, we know that we have the Holy Spirit, and that He's the one who does that work in us. And if you don't know Jesus, then I invite you to spend time reading the Bible, and go ahead and shoot me an email. I'll leave that in the show notes. But all of this to say, I know that was a tangent. It just is possible. And that is where my heart is whenever I share anything of this sort with you. But I want you to imagine this as as I'm telling you all these things. But imagine this. You don't hit snooze. You're actually looking forward to waking up your child. You've already spent time in the Word. You've said your morning prayer. And maybe you even finished your coffee while it's still warm. And your kids, they're calm, because mom is calm, and that peace is possible. And again, it starts with just one small intentional choice today. So, I know I went off on a tangent, but that's it for today. And again, we just talked about getting honest about your time, what's stealing it, what's giving life to your time, how one small step towards intentional mornings can completely change the tone of your day. So if this episode hit home for you, then you're going to love the free 5-day From Chaos to Calm workshop. Again, I'm hosting that from November 3rd through November 7th. It is free. You will get a free workbook. You will get to watch the videos at your own pace. So if it's going to start on a Monday, but if you don't have time to watch that first one on a Monday, you can watch it on Tuesday and catch up from there. But in this, I just want to share a little bit more about it with you. But the 5-day experience, I'm going to help you take everything that we talked about today, and we're also going to use different frameworks and different things to help you turn it into a simple time management system that works for you. This system that I learned how to create when I was a single mom, it is flexible. It is not going to leave you wanting to be perfect, but it's going to help you create peaceful routines that fit your season of life, because we know that sometimes it gets crazy, but you're going to be able to manage your time with grace and not guilt. And most importantly, you're going to be able to invite God into those little parts of your day, even the messy ones. So it's completely free, and go ahead and click the link in the show notes because it's happening inside the Facebook group. So make sure you're in there to grab your spot. So if you're ready to trade that chaos for calm and build a life that feels peaceful, purposeful, and full of God's presence, I can't wait to see you in the workshop. All right. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen. Please share this with another single mom, maybe even just another mom friend that could use the encouragement for today. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.